All right, get ready because today we're going deep into the world of Coca-Cola. You know, Coke, the real thing.
The real thing.
You sent us this incredible text
Yeah.
in Chinese
Wow.
all about Coke.
Okay.
Its history, the myths, the legends, the whole thing.
That's going to be quite a journey.
Really unpacking it.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite a journey, I think.
For sure.
So get ready to sip on some knowledge
Okay.
as we explore this iconic brand.
I love it.
I think a lot of us kind of take Coke for granted.
Totally.
It's everywhere, right?
It is. It really is.
Vending machines, grocery stores, restaurants, you name it.
Yeah. It's ubiquitous.
But how many of us ever stop to think where it came from?
Or how it got so big.
I mean, how does a simple drink become this global phenomenon?
That's a great question.
And that's exactly what we're going to uncover today.
All right, let's do it.
From its humble beginnings to those controversial ingredients
Woo!
like cocaine.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that.
Wow.
And of course, those wild myths and legends
Can't forget the myths.
that have popped up over the years.
Right, like,
Are you ready to dive in?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, so let's start with the bang.
All right.
The secret formula, locked away in a vault.
Like Fort Knox.
Supposedly, only a handful of people know the exact recipe.
Right.
And it's rumored to be worth billions.
Oh, yeah. Billions with a B.
It's like something out of a spy movie.
Absolutely.
Top secret, high stakes.
Yeah, but I think the real value lies in the brand itself. You know,
Sure.
think about it. The recognition, the logo,
The logo,
the feeling you get when you see it, that's the real gold.
the feeling.
Yeah, it's like a powerful reminder that a brand can be worth even more than any tangible assets.
So true.
Yeah.
But okay, let's rewind the clock way back
Okay.
before all the billion-dollar branding. Back to 1886,
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Coca-Cola is born.
The birth of Coke.
And get this, it was invented by a doctor,
A doctor.
John Pemberton, a pharmacist. And he marketed it as this cure-all tonic, you know?
Back in the day when you could do that.
Oh, yeah, those were the days.
Uh-huh.
It was supposed to cure headaches, fatigue.
It makes sense in the context of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like post-Civil War America, rapid industrialization, people moving to cities, long work hours.
And new stresses,
Yeah, people were looking for relief, a quick fix.
like they are today.
Exactly, like a magic potion.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The original recipe included
This is the juice part.
2 key ingredients. Extract of coca leaves,
Coca leaves.
which contained, you guessed it,
Cocaine.
cocaine,
Wow, that's a bit of a shocker.
and caffeine from cola nuts.
Double whammy.
A 1-2 punch.
So basically, it was like a stimulant and an appetite suppressant.
Yeah, like legal speed.
Wow, times have definitely changed.
It's wild, right?
And think about it, coca leaves have a long history, especially in South American cultures. Yeah, people chewed them for energy, to combat altitude sickness. Even some prominent figures like Thomas Edison were fans of coca leaf extract.
No way.
Yeah.
Edison was into coca leaves.
Oh, yeah, he was all about that energy boost.
That's incredible.
It really is.
Talk about a different era.
It makes you wonder what they'd think of Coke today.
I know, right?
It's amazing how perceptions change over time.
Especially about ingredients.
Absolutely.
But of course, Coke eventually removed the cocaine.
Right.
But the caffeine, well, that's a whole other story,
That's nice.
which we'll get into later.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
But it makes you think, how did this drink
Yeah.
go from a medicinal tonic
Mm-hmm.
with some pretty questionable ingredients?
Yeah, like how did it become so wildly popular?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It is.
So stay tuned,
Okay.
because we're about to uncover the secrets behind Coke's meteoric rise
I can't wait.
to global domination.
Let's do it.
Okay, so new Coke, I mean, what were they thinking?
Right. It's crazy how that backfired.
Like you said, people actually preferred the taste.
They did, in blind taste tests at least.
But it just goes to show,
Yeah.
taste isn't everything.
Exactly. It's about the feeling,
It's a feeling.
nostalgia, the memories,
Oh, I see what you mean.
the connection people had with the original Coke.
Like, you can't mess with the classics.
You really can't.
But it's that emotional connection that makes Coke so powerful.
It's true. It's more than just a drink.
It's a cultural icon.
Mm-hmm. It's global.
Speaking of global, we were talking about China earlier.
Oh, yeah. Coca-Cola.
Delicious happiness.
I love that name.
Such a smart move.
Right. It wasn't just about translating the words
It was about capturing the essence of Coke.
for a Chinese audience
It shows they really understood the culture.
and the importance of adapting.
And they've done that all over the world.
Yeah, with different flavors.
I had a Georgia coffee Coke in Japan once.
What?
It was so strange.
Really?
But that's what makes them so successful.
They're willing to experiment.
And tailor their products to local tastes.
Global brand, local touch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let's not forget those marketing campaigns.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Those catchy jingles, the slogans. Things go better with Coke.
Open happiness.
They stick with you.
They really do.
And their holiday campaigns.
Oh, the Christmas ads.
With Santa Claus.
They're iconic.
You know, while the red and white Santa didn't start with Coke,
Right.
they definitely popularized it.
They made him synonymous with Christmas.
And those heartwarming ads by the fireplace, family gatherings.
It's all about creating positive associations.
With their brand.
Exactly, and it works.
And don't forget celebrity endorsements.
Oh, yeah, they've got everyone.
Michael Jordan, Taylor Swift.
The biggest names.
It's like they're saying, drink Coke, be like Mike.
Or Taylor.
Right. And it's a brilliant strategy.
It keeps them relevant.
Connects them with new generations.
They're always evolving.
And they're everywhere in pop culture.
Movies, TV shows, music.
Even art and fashion.
That iconic bottle shape.
Is art.
It is instantly recognizable.
I've got museums, theme parks.
Celebrating their history.
Evoking that nostalgia.
It's all part of their brand identity.
It's really clever, you know?
It is.
Coke is more than just a drink.
It's a symbol.
Of American culture, of globalization.
Yeah, the power of marketing.
Absolutely. But, as we've seen, it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Right.
There are some serious criticisms.
Health concerns, environmental impact.
We'll delve into those next.
It's important to look at the whole picture.
So stay tuned. We're about to unpack the darker side of Coke. All right, so Coke, it's not all fun and games.
Yeah, there's a lot more to the story.
Yeah, when you're a giant like Coca-Cola, you're going to face some heat.
Right, scrutiny comes with the territory.
Especially when it comes to
health
and the environment.
Yeah, big issues.
So let's talk about the sugar.
The elephant in the room?
I mean, there's no denying.
That's sugary.
Coke is loaded with sugar.
And we know that too much sugar isn't good.
Yeah, with obesity and diabetes on the rise, sugary drinks are definitely in the spotlight.
And Coke's kind of the poster child.
It is, but in their defense,
they
have been trying to offer healthier options like Diet Coke, Coke Zero,
bottled water,
even fruit juices.
Trying to diversify.
They even have campaigns about moderation.
Balance it out.
It's a tough line to walk, you know?
It is.
Appeal to health-conscious consumers.
Right.
But still, hold on to that core product.
From the sugary stuff.
Exactly. But sugar isn't the only issue.
What else?
The environmental impact.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
They're a global operation. Using tons of water.
Huge amounts.
And those plastic bottles.
They're everywhere.
Ending up in landfills, oceans.
Not a good look.
It's a problem.
It really is.
But are they doing anything about it?
Well, they have made some commitments to reduce their footprint.
Like what?
Water replenishment, recycling, renewable energy.
That's good, I guess.
They're even trying out plant-based bottles.
Interesting.
Aluminum cans, easier to recycle.
So they're making an effort.
It seems like it.
It's just hard to imagine a company that big really being sustainable.
It's a huge challenge.
It's not just Coke, it's the whole system.
Absolutely.
How we consume, produce, live.
The whole shebang.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is.
But even with all the controversy, Coke's still a global powerhouse.
No doubt.
They've been innovative.
Super innovative.
Adapted to new markets. And really connected with people.
On a deep level.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It really is.
But also makes you think
about
responsibility. The role of these big companies. And the choices we make as consumers.
Right. Every sip tells a story.
And those stories shape the world.
They do.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Coca-Cola, we're left with a lot to consider. The good, the bad.
And the fizzy.
Hopefully this deep dive has given you a new perspective on this iconic brand.
That's the goal.
Made you think a little differently.
Absolutely.
About that next sip of Coke.
Cheers to that